And once again, cool coins. Yes, there's cool coins from all over the world. One of the great things about a show like the Chicago International Coin Fairs, you get to talk to dealers that bring a perspective of cool that is international. We talked to quite a few dealers to find out some of the really cool world coins.
One of my favorite series of coins are the shooting thalers. They are also, they have been legal tender, 5 franc shooting thalers, so-called. And I have here one piece. This is this piece from La Schopfer from 1863. And I like it because it shows also the seated Helvetia with nice pathetic things, how the Helvetia does protect. You see in the back the Alps or Switzerland, it does represent Switzerland, and the Helvetia does protect with her hand her country. In the back you see the work gear of farmers, how they grow, how they have to work on the ground, how they will grow the wheat. And she does also protect this most essential work part with her shield. And the story behind the shooting festivals, which took place beginning in 1842, is that was one of the main force that Switzerland was or had the chance to be confederated. Before 1850, Switzerland was confederated in 1850, exactly 1848. Switzerland was pretty much divided by even wars between each cantons. And the shooting festivals was one of the annually meeting. Each canton did send their representatives, the best shooters. They were mingled together, whole Switzerland. They had the chance to meet, to interact, to communicate. And during these festivities, people from churches did they speak, and they had the chance to smooth all these interference between the cantons. Shooting festival was somehow like the cradle of Swiss Confederation.
And what kind of value?
Actually, a coin like that, even with a pretty low mintage of about 5,000 pieces overall, in this nice AU condition, the value is about $500.
I do have one. It's an Ecuador 1858 5 francs. I'm holding right here. And basically, if you collect Ecuador prior to, say, 1880, which are the really interesting issues, you only have 2 crowns. Either the 8 reals 1846 and the 1858 5 francs. But the 1846 is rarer as a type coin, no doubt about it. But the 5 francs is interesting because it's the only crown struck by Ecuador under the decimal system up to, say, 1884. And this coin, Ecuador actually converted to the decimal system from the Spanish colonial system because they wanted to recall all the low fineness and contemporary counterfeits that were circulating at the time, and which was a huge problem. So they converted to the French decimal system and tried to strike 0.9 fineness silver coins. And this is the only crown that they could strike because this is dated 1858. But in 1859, there was a huge earthquake in Quito which shattered the mint. So that explains why they didn't strike any crowns afterwards for a long time, for say 25 years. And this is among the finest known of the type. It's slabbed MS64, so you can see all the details in the nice design that the coin has. You can see the full shield, the coat of arms, a nice Liberty bust. So yeah, it's a special coin.
What kind of value?
We have this retail at 9,500.
Okay, I brought an oak tree 5 mark from Germany. It's from the Weimar period. Beautiful coin because they have a great design on them. And it's an approved 68 deep cameo holder. It's just the neatest one I've ever seen. It just is mind-blowing.
What does the oak tree represent to the Germans?
Well, to the Germans, it's the beginning of the new republic. You know, the modern German coins have a little tiny oak tree on it. It starts from an acorn, and from that the mighty oak grows. So the oak tree has a lot of symbolism in the German market.
What kind of value?
About $5,000, which in the scheme of things is inexpensive, worldwide, but for this coin, it's just phenomenal.
Well, one really cool coin that I brought in is a double thaler from Brunswick-Woffenbuttel, a mining thaler minted 1625 in Goslar. It has the Holy Saint Jacob on the one side, and the coat of arms supported by Waldmar on the reverse. And this is one of the most popular designs of the Loebbers. It was struck from 1.5 to 12 Loebbers thalers. This saint was protecting the workers in this mine. He was featured on the coin. These pieces are relatively rare and very high in demand.
What kind of value?
Something like $8,500.
Well, I brought lots of cool coins, and this one is particularly interesting. It's a portrait pillar dollar from Bolivia. It's a portrait of Carlos on obverse, and it's a pillar reverse. And the reason it's interesting is because it's a very high quality coin. This is a mint state coin from 1774 in Bolivia, where they were very poor and they used their coinage. But about 30 of these were found in the 1980s. Original coins, virtually mint state. And what would have been an unbelievably rare coin, probably none in existence prior to that, all of a sudden there were 30 high quality 1774 Bolivian 8 reales. This is one of them. I've owned 3 or 4 of them. I still own 2 of them. This coin, prior to the founding of those 30 coins, was probably a $20,000 coin. Today, it's less than $2,000 coin.
This is a Porus, called a Porus Dekadrahm, issued under Alexander the Great. It shows Alexander on his horse Persepolis, allegedly attacking King Porus, who's on an elephant. Although they had some brief conflict, they turned out in the end to be allies. On the reverse, it shows, and part of his headdress is missing, it shows Alexander wearing an oriental headdress. There's only 10 of these coins that are recorded, hundreds of forgeries, only 10 real ones, and 5 in private hands, and this coin is $125,000. But it's probably, along with the Eidmar coin of Brutus, is probably one of the most historic coins in all of coinage.